Today I'm going to show you how to make some really cute Halloween earrings using UV resin and some Halloween confetti. I first take the UV resin and put it halfway full into each of the molds that I'm going to be doing. I usually just like to do one or two at a time when I'm using UV resin. I use the toothpick to go around the edges, and I pay special attention to where that earring hole will be so that you don't have any gaps or air bubbles around it. The toothpick also works great about bringing those bubbles from the bottom to the top, so you can use the lighter to pop those bubbles. Be careful when you're using a mold because you don't want to damage the mold with your lighter. And also when you're using UV resin in a mold, only use the clear molds. So this is some confetti, and they're actually nail art that I got off of Amazon. And I got them last year, and I had them sitting around, and I finally decided to use them. And I'm really glad that I did. I didn't know how they would look in the earrings, so I held off using them, but I really love the end result. So this has some orange and yellow, no, it's orange, white, and black. And I'm going to go ahead and for this earring, just put them all throughout the earring. And you can put as many or as little as you want. We're not going to put any mica powder in these. It's only going to be the sequins here, or confetti, or whatever you'd like to call them. This is literally something that you'd find like at a birthday party that's on the tablecloths. It's that type of confetti, and it has a bit of a shine to it. And so for this mold, the little earrings that I'm filling in right now, you can use that as the top of the big earring and put like a back on it. But what I like to do is to get more earrings out of the mold, I use them as a small earring and then a big earring, so you get more earring totals. So, okay, you use the UV light, you leave it on there for about a minute or two, and then you're going to put your clear top coat on. And make sure not to overfill your mold. However much resin is going into this, that UV light's going to cure it and harden it, so you will have overflow if you fill it too much. And do the same process as you did before. Use your toothpick to go around the edges and pay special attention to where that earring hole will be. Use your lighter to pop out the bubbles, and you cure it for another 2 minutes. I love how that first earring turned out, but this one that we're getting ready to do, I think, is what turned out to be my favorite. So again, just fill the earring mold about halfway full. Use your toothpick around the edges. And then you're going to use your lighter to pop the bubbles out. For this one, I decided to do the solid colors. So there's some orange circles here, and I'm going to line that all along the bottom of the earring. And I love how they have a bit of a sparkle and shine to them as well. I'm going to do the same thing on the little earring as well. The little earring I'm doing right now, I've already worn those yesterday. I like them so much. Okay, and then once you have that done, you're going to do your different color on the top. I chose to do the black just to stay with that Halloween theme. And this, I'm just going to put all the way around. Now, I want to mention that when you get next to where that earring hole will be, you want to make sure that you don't really have one of the pieces of confetti right up against it, because you don't want it to mess with the hole that it's going to make. So just barely get it close to it if you can. We want to try everything possible to not mess up that earring hole. I just added some black onto the little earring as well. And once you put that under the UV light for a minute or two, then you're going to go ahead and put that clear coat on top, just like we did with the first earring. Paying special attention not to overfill it. I really love how the orange and black looks. These would be perfect for Halloween earrings. You can wear them the whole month of October. You're going to hear my dog barking in for a second, sorry. Okay, so next we're going to do our last pair of earrings for the mold. Fill it halfway full with UV resin. Use your toothpick and the lighter to get the bubbles out. And for this one, I chose, it's a purple, black, and white. And then I also decided to put in some silver foil pieces, which I thought made it really pretty in the end. And I'm not being very careful at all because this is a bit of a bigger mold, a bigger earring mold than the other two. So you can really just put a whole bunch on the toothpick and put them in there. And I'm going to do the same thing for this little earring. And then this right here, it comes in a pack of 3 foils. There's like a gold, a silver, and then a rose gold type, almost a light copper. And it's a pack of 3, and I'll link all the products I used here in my description below. Got them from Amazon. But this silver I thought would look really pretty with the Halloween theme that we are using. And it gives the earring a little bit more shine. And I feel like sometimes when I'm using this foil, it really does elevate any of the pieces that I make. It makes it look so much better. Put that under the UV light for a minute or two. And then do the clear coat on top and finish it off. Then what I like to do is I turn it over and put the UV light through. And then what I'll do is I'll also take it out and do the UV light without it on the mold as well, which I didn't put that in the video, but that's a good thing to practice so you make sure it's definitely cured all the way through. I really love how these earrings turned out. So see what I mean, how the little ones are on the top of the bottom? You can put that earring back on there and attach them if you want. But what I like to do is use them as little pairs of earrings. But every once in a while, I'll use them as a whole set. So the little earrings are great for, like, my little girl. She's already worn these pumpkin earrings. I gave them to her. She loves those. You just put your jump ring in, and then you put your earring hook in and use your 2 pairs of pliers to close it up. And it's super simple to finish that earring off. Now, some of these earring molds that you get, you'll have to use a bigger jump ring for because they're too thick and you can't get them through. This one's more of a medium-sized jump ring. Look how beautiful these turned out. So if you like this video, I have a ton more resin videos on my channel. Please like and subscribe, and I hope that you have a blessed day.